Hello, everyone, and welcome to the As Seen on TV podcast for Supernatural, Season 9, Episode 10, Road Trip. I'm your host, Dom. With me, I have a very crazy cat, Jasper.
Hi, Jasper.
Get the Jasper.
He's just sitting on my lap, just scratching away. I'm just like, this is not the time for my intro. You can go now.
Right, get Josie's attention.
I have Omikins,
Hello.
Clio,
Hello.
and Mike. Are you doing the Macarena?
No, I'm pointing to the boxes and I got them all right on the first try.
Well, when I said Mike, all I see is you doing YMCA. How's it going?
Good. Speaking
Just Mike or all of us?
All of you.
Is
Okay.
Kitty mowing at the door?
Kitty's mowing at the door.
You better
Oh,
let
she
her
wants
in.
a nap.
You
I
better
gotta
go let
get
her
up-
in.
oh, fine, I'll go let her in. Continue the podcast without me for the next 30
No, we're
seconds.
pausing.
I'm sure we'll manage.
The whole show revolves around you. We're pausing. So what do you guys
just
think of this
throw up,
episode?
Like one of those pause buttons.
Yes. They could just pause it watching on YouTube. No. How'd you guys like this episode?
It was great. I mean,
What,
it looks like an 11.
what was that? That looks like an 11. Oh, the pot. Okay. I get it.
Okay. I tried.
What'd you guys think of this episode?
I liked it.
It was good.
Don't you think so, Mike?
I agree wholeheartedly. Don't attack my cord. No.
I'm glad you agree.
She
You
is
are,
so
you are a tool.
This cat wait. Oh, thanks. This cat
No, I'm
weighs
just kidding.
nothing.
That wasn't what I said at all.
Look at her. She's so cute.
I
Oh.
just-
Hello, Kitty.
We could totally do like one of these maneuvers, like where we're sitting on screen, like put the cat down for a second, like hide it off camera, and I'll be like, "Here, Mike, take this cat."
Thank you. Oh God, she's attacking me. She does
Yeah.
not want to.
We could
She's
totally pull
She's
one of
very
those
gentle
off.
about it. She's very gentle about it. Oh, there she goes.
Thank you. I got the cat back. Thank you.
She's very gentle.
Oh my
about it.
God, Jasper!
He loves doing helicopter rides.
Do you do tricks with him in the air?
Yes.
Nice.
Go on the
So,
bed,
Mike,
sweet.
what'd you think of this episode?
I loved it.
You loved it.
The crowd, come on, the banter, the crowd, the three
Crowley.
amigos.
Crowley.
The
That was-
three amigos. I'm not your amigo.
Not my amigo. Yeah, that was great. I love the whole bit with Crowley. I mean, he was a demon, but he was playing the side of good that whole episode. Even with his asshole comments and everything, it was just glorious.
Mm-hmm.
Glorious.
It was glorious.
Also, his
Oh.
who's gonna watch it? He's in my spot, and I was just waiting for some point in that ride for Dean to turn around, just turn to the back seat and go, "I will turn this car around."
I was waiting for Dean to, like, while driving, have them get into, like, some kind of fight, and Dean have to, like, turn around and, like, start, like,
Yeah.
pulling them apart, like you would see typical parents do when their kids are fighting in the back seat. I was
Right.
totally waiting for that, but unfortunately we
should've
didn't get
happened.
it. It should have. It should have. Yeah, I that was my favorite banter line, but Jasper's looking at me like, what the fuck are you doing?
He's out and about now.
My favorite bit of banter was when they first got in the car and Dean's like, you're in the back. After Crowley called shotgun, he goes, nope, you're in the back. And then he's like, you too, Cass. And he goes, he's on my
Cat-
side.
Cass has got this big smile on when he's, Crowley.
Yeah,
goes
right.
back.
Yeah.
You too, Cass.
But he goes, he's on my side. Like, I had flashbacks of me and my brother on road trips right there. Like, 23-hour trips to Florida in one ride. Like, we're stiff as a board by the time we get out of the car. Like, there'd always be, he's laying down on my side. He put this, he hit me. Are we there yet? Like, I was waiting for all that. That would have been
Yeah.
the perfect road trip.
Yeah.
What was your guys' favorite banter line back and forth between them?
Next time we see each other. Yes, I know. I'm dead. I love you too.
I love you too. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love all those Crowley sass lines.
Yeah, his sass is amazing.
I also liked when he called Dean and Cass Laverne and Shirley.
Yes.
That was
Yeah!
great.
Laverne, Shirley,
And
get
every
in here!
time that he calls Sam Moose gets
Yeah.
me.
And he outright called
Every
him
time he
Bullwinkle.
calls Sam Moose.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
just call him Bullwinkle.
Yep. Because
Okay.
he usually calls, like, you notice more that he's calling him Moose because he makes more effort, but you'll occasionally hear him call Dean Squirrel.
Occasionally.
Yeah.
Very rarely.
Very, very rarely. So you may
Moose
not
and Squirrel.
you may not get the reference that it's Rocky and Bullwinkle at that point, but
Rocky
he
and
just
Bullwinkle.
blatantly outright called him Bullwinkle.
Yeah.
Bullwinkle.
Like I remember when they first started having interactions with Crowley, and Sam was being called Moose and stuff, and they're like so offended. But now it's like it happens all the
They don't
damn
care.
time, so they're like, I
Yeah.
don't care. Call
Yeah.
me whatever you want. I know what you mean.
Yes.
Some squirrel.
So I guess the first question is directed at Chrissy.
Yeah.
Kevin got the hunter's funeral.
Yeah.
How sad were you?
Pretty sad.
Why do you sound so
Because you
upset
wanna
right
know-
now?
You want to know what happened? I sat down to watch this episode and I was like, you know what? I don't remember what happened last episode.
Oh no.
And then I was like, that's why. Because I blocked it out of my mind.
And I spent the whole
Oh.
last podcast saying Kevin's dead
I know.
to you and tormenting you. I was going to come over to your house for a party or something and be like, hey, Chrissy,
Oh, you
Kevin's dead. And you were gonna,
Douche.
probably would have killed me in front of your whole family and they'd wonder
No.
why.
I
And then-
blocked the memory
and then Mike
out
would
of
be
my
getting the
mind
hunter's
because
funeral.
I was traumatized. Yeah,
See,
right?
My theory was the hunter's funeral is their way of closing it. Kevin is truly dead. Even though in their lore, an angel with the power of heaven behind them could bring Kevin back without a body, no problem.
Yes, but
They don't have
Bobby's
that.
dead. Bobby's dead, and we've seen Bob. We
Yeah.
saw Bobby again.
Mhm.
So Kevin might not come back, but we might see him again.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he'll just be some regular ghosty though. He's no longer a prophet. He's not anybody super special other than being Kevin Tran.
Yeah.
Well, not only
Kevin Tran is super special because he's Kevin Tran.
not
That's
only
what
is
I
he
just
not
said
going to be a
that.
prophet.
I said he was-
We had
Sorry, I misinterpreted your sentence.
oh god. But not only is he not a prophet anymore, but Metatron himself has stated there will be no more prophets from this point. He's cut the line off. So Kevin,
Flip the switch.
yeah, Kevin is the last prophet.
Well, you say that, and then Metatron's gonna get aced, and someone else is gonna take over Heaven, flip that switch back on, and be like, all right, prophets are back they're gonna start happening again.
I mean,
Maybe.
I don't think Metatron's gonna just go away.
No, they're gonna ace him somehow. They're gonna get rid of him. He's gonna die.
He better, because he's ass.
He is an ass.
Would the angel dagger work on him?
He's an angel, so I would
Is he an
assume so.
angel?
He is.
Yes.
He's not even an archangel.
I thought he was just a Metatron. I thought that was like a different classification altogether.
No,
No. Metatron's
He's
just
angel.
a famous angel. Famous.
he
to
was
be
like a
the voice of God.
librarian. He kept like historical documents for God.
The
and
most
stuff like that.
common
Well,
translation is the voice of
Yeah,
God.
the voice
Yeah.
of God.
Metatron himself, at least in the supernatural universe, said he was just a lowly angel. He was just a worker. And then God was like, you're going to write down everything I tell you to write down. And
Yeah.
Metatron was like, okay.
Okay, Daddy.
It's like, you're the scribe.
Yeah.
Speaking of writing
Yeah.
things down, what was with a sack full of tablets?
I thought that was just the angel tablet.
Weren't there?
It was like
looked
a whole big book bag or something.
Yeah,
All of
like-
tablets.
He brings a big duffel bag to Metatron and sets it down, and there's a tablet. Clearly a tablet on top, but it looked like there were more tablets underneath it.
I don't know. Wasn't the angel fragment shattered?
Yes.
The
Or-
demon one was broken. I know
The
that.
demon one was broken? Okay, so the angel one wasn't. I don't know. It maybe necessarily wasn't tablets that were under it. We don't know for sure. I didn't
True,
see
the bag was
another.
full.
I didn't see any more stone hinting out from under it. As I'm kind of replaying it now in my head, it did not look like it was just sitting on the bar table or whatever. So yeah, it looks like there was more in the bag. So we don't know if it was more tablets or if it was just other stuff in there.
It could have been like padding so that the tablet didn't break.
Could be. We don't know for sure. Maybe there are more tablets. Maybe we don't know. As far as I know, there was only the angel and the demon tablet, but could be other stuff too. Maybe the commandments.
Oh god! Oh no.
No.
Maybe.
I was thinking maybe...
no, maybe because well, that's spoilers. Never mind.
Spoilers.
Well, I was going to talk about next episode.
Oh, okay, we'll get there.
Yeah, we'll get there.
So
remember the 10 Commandments. I'll probably forget.
yes, I will
Bring it up
try.
later.
Somebody will remember. What about the special guest star from Justin Bieber?
The angel Justin Bieber,
Wasn't actually Justin Bieber, but
Baby Maker,
the clean version.
The clean version.
clean version of Baby Maker.
He had no eyebrows.
Did he not? I don't know. I couldn't see his face clearly.
I don't know.
Probably something wrong with my stream.
When he went like this with his sunglasses and brought them down, all I
Yeah.
saw were eyes. I didn't see eyebrows.
I don't know. So, was there a reason for Metatron to have this guy on the list, or the revenge, or what?
Maybe it was to gain Gadriel's trust, because it was one of his torturers. Apparently, it was supposedly the angel that killed his best friend. So I mean, it's kind of Metatron's strategy to gain Gadriel's trust, so that he'll do more things for him, kill more people that are on the actual list.
Yeah, I mean,
Because I don't think he has any significance other than that.
yeah, or maybe that's where he got the tablet. Maybe he had a tablet on him.
There's that too.
But also,
Could be, but
I
wouldn't you?
think Metatron said something like, "That's a little treat for you." So I'm not sure if he was of much importance, or if it was more just, like you said, gaining his trust.
So, but wouldn't killing Kevin gain more trust than killing Justin Bieber?
I don't know. Well, no, because Gadriel didn't want to kill Kevin because Kevin was a human prophet, normal person.
But the Justin
He
Bieber
sort of wanted to kill the other one.
Oh,
Yeah,
so
this was the,
So for
he was
Metatron to gain
so
Gadriel.
you're saying the other way around. I'm
The other way
thinking
around, yeah.
Metatron is gaining Gadriel's trust with killing Kevin, but this one,
Yes.
Gadriel is gaining Metatron's trust. Got it.
Yes.
Yeah, this one was he was the jailkeeper of heaven and tortured Gadriel for eons since the beginning of eternity.
Yes.
So yeah. Gadriel didn't like him.
Yeah.
If you kill Justin Bieber. I find it funny that Jared, the guy who plays Sam, tweets
Yeah.
something about Justin Bieber the day before this episode airs.
Did
It
he?
was about the cocaine deal that happened with his friend that was in Justin's house.
Yeah, it's like at Justin Bieber. How much did you pay your friend to say it's his cocaine and take the fall for you?
Wow!
Yeah.
He actually said that
Wow.
on Twitter?
Yes.
Yeah.
That's the best thing I've ever heard.
That's I need to
Come on, he's
retweet
not
that.
the only one thinking it. Seriously.
Of course not, but he blatantly said it.
Right.
Oh yeah.
Awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Mad props.
Mad props.
So they're trying to come up with a plan to cast Gadriel out of Sam.
Yeah.
Cast you out.
Dean just wants to go in and kill him. I don't. What was Dean's actual plan?
Let's just kill
He
Sam.
wanted-
He's gonna kill Sam.
He's gonna kill Sam.
Okay.
He wanted to use the whole the demon flicks around with the brain so that he could turn the angel off so he could talk to Sam directly. That was kind of Dean and Cass's combined plan.
I thought
Yeah,
that was
but
Crowley's plan.
Cass came up. No, Cass
No.
came up with that.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Because
Dean
Crowley
was
could do it.
Cass was like, "What are you gonna do?" And Dean was like, "I'm gonna kill him." And he's like, "That's your brother. You're gonna kill your brother too." And he's like, "Yeah, I know."
Yeah.
Like, do you not realize I don't know that? Like, do you think I don't know that? Come on. And then it was the idea because Crowley knows how to do it, like Naomi was doing the cast for how long.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Which one would you guys have preferred?
Well, you see, it took so long for Sam to realize.
I don't want to say what I want to say.
Say it.
Say it.
No.
Say
Yeah,
it.
Say it.
I sort of wanted them to. Not that I wanted them to kill Sam, but I was like, just fucking get it over with, because we're gonna dance around the Winchester's death for another 5 seasons.
I would prefer having Crowley inside me.
Whoa!
Tubmo's not bad either. The actor who plays Gadriel.
The look on Mike's face.
Amazing.
Mike, let me ask you a follow-up question. How would you feel about Crowley inside your wife?
I'd be jealous. I want Crowley inside me.
Aw, you guys can share him.
I don't share.
Ooh.
No, she's not a share.
Ooh.
Damn.
Oh god.
That took a unexpected turn.
Oh yeah.
The way I would prefer this, though, back on topic, is...
What do you mean
I'd
back
almost
on topic? We
prefer-
haven't left the topic.
I'd almost prefer Dean's method of initially killing Sam, because now we're what? At Sam and Dean going their separate ways because they're pissed at each other for the 80,000th time this series?
At least once per season.
At least once per season. So now
Yeah,
we're
and
at
at
that
this
point
point-
this season. It's getting tedious. Come
Yeah.
on. New ideas, please.
Yeah,
They're not really brothers. They're a couple.
Yeah,
Yeah.
this is going to
They're
go
married.
for a
They're
couple
married.
episodes. This is going to go for between 1 and 3 episodes before
Yeah.
they realize they need each other.
This is
Yeah.
why there's so much
Meow.
Wincest fan fiction.
I mean, I freaking at the end didn't even care. So I'm
No.
like, yeah, Dean, just leave. I don't really
I don't know
care.
if you guys
No,
caught
but-
the really loud meow she just gave me.
Here's the
No.
thing, though. I care that Dean left. I care.
You care?
I do. I didn't want Sam to stay.
I don't know. Sam wasn't in any, condition to leave on his own.
No,
So
he wasn't.
No, maybe not. Maybe he was. Who knows? Sam could have. I guess he doesn't own the Impala, so he can't just drive out whenever he wants. But
No.
Plus Sam
But-
needs
but,
ass.
Cass has the pimp car now, so
he does. What do you guys
Oh,
think about?
God.
What do you guys
maybe
think
Sam
about that
gets
car?
the pimp car.
What do you think about that car?
They go up to the
Um,
car and Crowley's just, what are you, a pimp?
Fabulous.
I like it. And then when they're driving away and it's bouncing, I'm like, oh my god, it's a pimp car!
It even had like the rap music while it was driving away.
It did.
yeah.
Best thing.
But
I don't know. It needs a different color. Then you could, like purple. Like,
Pimp gold? Are you serious? That works.
yeah.
But I
have a-
agree.
I don't
Purple
know.
accents.
Purple.
Tail.
Yeah.
that is a big tail.
With
She
shiny
has
rims.
she has a really fluffy tail
Wow.
Yeah.
Hi, Kitty.
for such a small cat.
Yeah.
She
She's like
decided to
sitting
walk
on the
by.
keyboard.
No, she's sniffing out the desk, chilling out. She just walked off my lap.
But
And she's walking from the desk to the dresser.
didn't Cash just work at a gas station?
Yes.
How did he not understand how gas works in a vehicle?
I don't know, cause he's like
Yeah.
it stopped and it like with for no reason, and it's like, dude, you ran out of gas, really, really?
He did just work at a gas station. He should understand the concept of gasoline.
Was it a gas station or just a convenience store?
No, it was a gas station. It was a convenience store in a gas
It's
station.
slipping gas.
It was a slipping gas.
Rice it was, yes.
Well, I think it might have also had to do with that demon that was living like in that house. Because
Maybe?
it was very convenient for the car to stop right in front of her house.
Yes, that's very true.
That did seem a little odd to me. It stood out because
Too
it's
convenient.
Yeah, that's
Mhm.
exactly.
I hate that kind of shit. It's like the cliche, like, coincidence. What are you doing?
She's being a cat. That's what she's
being
doing.
naughty.
Cat. A naughty cat.
She's not as bad. If Luna was here, I would be having to get up right now and like chase her out of the room
Yeah.
because she'd be just standing there. It's like, see this thing? I'm gonna knock it off. Don't you knock it off? I'm gonna knock it off the table. Don't you knock it off the table? Oh, I knocked it off the table.
Yeah, my cat Michaela does the same thing. But
Fuck is with cats, man.
the I don't know, like out of the two brothers, I think everybody can kind of say that Dean is their favorite of the brothers.
Yeah.
I can agree there, yeah.
Like,
Mike,
What?
You
have
like
a
Dean
favorite
better
brother?
than Sam?
do you have a favorite
wait,
Winchester?
Oh, do I have a favorite Winchester?
yes.
Okay,
Yes.
wait. If we're gonna go favorite Winchester, I'm gonna go with their dad.
I
Great.
specifically
Mom.
said brothers.
Okay.
I
The
said
mom.
I said the brothers.
Okay.
So
Dean.
see, it's unanimously Dean. That's why I am upset that Dean left.
Character-wise, it is definitely Dean. I like
I'm
Dean the
still mad
most.
at Dean about Kevin, so
Is that necessarily his fault?
are you kidding me? This
Yeah,
whole
that
season
is.
is Dean's fault.
There are a lot of things that are Dean's fault.
Okay.
Sam
Okay.
died.
Maybe his fault is bad choice of words. His intentions.
It's so his fault.
His intentions were not to kill Kevin.
But no matter what
His intentions were to save his brother.
it is still his fault.
His intentions were to save his brother.
Kevin
If
is
you had the choice to save your sibling from dying, wouldn't you try to do that under any means necessary?
okay. My sibling and if I was a Winchester are two different things. Because the Winchesters have died like 7 times, and Sam wanted to die. He was like, "I am ready. This is."
But
and Dean knew.
Dean wasn't ready for him to die, so yeah,
I
it's
know,
a little selfish
because
of him.
Dean
but it's
has
his
no
brother.
balls. I'm so mad at Dean. You have no idea.
I'm trying to picture you and Nick as the Winchesters.
That would be the worst.
Can we film a pilot episode?
Yeah.
Nick,
As seen on
Pre-cut.
TV, acts out their favorite TV shows now.
Oh my god. Yes,
You-
me and Nick B.
You and Nick pre-haircut when he had his long, glorious locks.
I would have to cut my hair off then, because I'd be Dean.
So, all right. So who would Nikki be?
I don't have. Well, I do have a sibling. What am I talking about?
No, if we were filming an episode of Supernatural, what character would you be?
Me and my brother would be the Winchesters.
Who would I be?
Yeah. Or who do you guys think she would be?
Mike would be Bobby.
Mike is Bobby. Idiots.
I am okay with that.
Can you say idiots for us?
Idiots.
He's Bobby.
Dom, I think you'd make a good Crowley.
I'd make a good Crowley. I
Yeah.
can see that.
So
I
what
can
is
see
Nikki?
I don't
I'm,
know, let's
I'm kind of
think.
evil like that.
Is Nikki
Abaddon?
the evil witch we're hunting?
I was
Is
gonna
she
say Ruby.
Abaddon?
Abaddon, Ruby.
I'm neither one of those.
Okay, she's Castiel.
Yes.
She's Lady Cass.
Lady
I can't ever be that naive about things.
You're Canadian.
You're pretty naive about American things.
Great.
See, I would make a good Crowley.
You would make a good Crowley. That's why I said it.
Maybe,
Quick, who's on the
maybe we need to film something at some point. We'll look into this, but let's get back to the show for now.
American test, really quick. Who's on the $5 bill, honey?
I really don't give a fuck.
Which president is on the $5 bill?
That's messed
It's
up,
also
because I
on a
couldn't
penny.
say who's on the Canadian $5 bill.
Yeah, but she
You
lives.
You
just,
have to ask.
Just say Queen Elizabeth. You'll get one of them, right? I mean, it's half.
If somebody asks who's
Right.
on a Canadian coin, just say the Queen.
Just say the Queen.
Say
The
what?
Queen, and you're
The
right.
Queen.
Yeah.
Because, you know,
And you're
it's all
right.
queens.
Which
They're all queens. I didn't
is
know that.
funny because all of Supernatural is filmed in Canada.
Yeah, Vancouver.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but they're, you know, traveling all over the U.S.
Yes, this is true.
Mm-hmm.
Canadian.
So, do you think that I am really sorry about Nick and Kevin's death?
I actually do.
I love how I just swapped all the names with the people we just talked about.
I think that Crowley's hiding that he actually really wants to be human.
And I think Crowley is hiding how much he's upset that or depressed that Kevin is dead.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. And that he actually likes the Winchesters.
Yeah.
He does.
Somewhat.
It kind of gives him purpose.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Like, Crowley's life seemed kind of boring beforehand. The King of Hell, even he said it didn't have much meaning to him before. And it's
Yeah.
like his mission, his goal was to be to like fight the Winchesters and outsmart them and do like they're like the yin to his yang.
Yeah.
Yes.
So I don't know.
The wing to his wang? What?
What?
The yin to his yang. God.
This is awesome. The wang to his wang.
His wing to his wang.
The wing to his wang.
Wing wang.
I think we need to film an episode.
Wing.
Yeah.
Yes. Sorry.
So, I don't even remember what we're talking about anymore, but
Something about some episode where some stupid people do some stupid shit.
yeah, but
Stuff.
we were
Things.
talking before about the prophets and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Does that mean we'll never see any of the old prophets come back? Like, do you think we'll see Chuck again? Is he dead? Like, we've talked a lot about Chuck.
Yeah.
Is Chuck dead? Because I don't. They said
It's a good question.
They said
That is
a
pretty
prophet
obscure.
will be replaced when another one dies, but that's not to say that there's only one prophet.
Yeah.
There could be multiple prophets.
Well, I mean, at one point,
And
it did
yeah,
say that Chuck was dead. I can't remember who said that. It was one of the demons. Might have been Abaddon at one point.
Yeah, but they
Demons
hear
lie.
about it from an unreliable source
But demons also lie.
Yes.
a lot.
But demons also lie. So you think that they're lying, but they're actually telling the truth? I don't know. It's weird. It's a really kind of crazy, vicious cycle.
Mhm.
But then I know we talked about it quite a few episodes back that maybe Chuck is God.
Yeah.
We've already talked about it, that the executive producers have pretty much confirmed it in a panel.
Yeah.
Okay, well there you go. Chuck is God. He's not dead.
I don't believe he's God.
I do. I mean, though, how do you explain the end of season 5?
And then in this panel, I'm saying they asked him directly, the actor, like, how did it feel to play the character God? And he answered like, yeah, I mean, like he even looked like to the executive producer sitting with him, like, I can say that, I can review, okay, I can speak, I can talk about it.
Yeah, I mean,
So I mean,
What was the end of season 5 again? Refresh my memory.
Chuck is writing the whole last chapter about that, those events, and he finishes typing whatever. He's in a nice white suit, and he goes poof when he's done writing. He disappears in a nice white puff of smoke. I don't remember exactly the imagery, but I seem to remember it being like a white puff of smoke or something like that.
he was like typing out because he was typing out the Winchesters' lives. He was typing out what was happening with the apocalypse and Sam letting Lucifer take over his body and attempt to throw him into the pit.
The only explanation I could be of that is someone summoned him. An angel, God, somebody brought
Angel
him,
poofs are different than that, though.
but brought him out into wherever he had to go. I don't necessarily think he's God. I don't.
Okay. We'll find out. They have one more season after this. And
But he gotta bring him in.
They haven't confirmed for a fact that 10 is the finale. They said if they were going to end,
it would be on the
10,
10th.
10
yeah.
would be a good place. They want to at least make it to 10.
Right.
But
They're
the
making
writers,
it.
the writers have admitted that they do have stories that could potentially go into season 12. Whether or not Jared and Jensen and Misha, I don't say why Misha wouldn't, but Jared and Jensen may or may not be sick of playing these roles by now. We're kind of seeing some nuances with the characters that we are feeling is repeated, kind of stale and stuff like that. So if they also feel the characters have been played to their extent and there's no new stories for them to introduce or explore into their own character development, they may not want to continue.
Yeah.
So
We want to see some Winchester babies running around.
Winchester babies!
I am
Yeah,
going to
this-
say I would like the series to continue. You don't see many series go past season 10.
No, you don't.
And that would be
So-
pretty
Yeah.
cool.
I'd like to see it at least go to 11 and stop at like a weird number if they were going
It
to
goes to 11.
Yes, but this one goes to 11.
Exactly.
Yes. So, I don't know, because they got the spin-off series coming. We're going to get the backdoor pilot soon. Was episode 20, I believe. 19 or 20, we're getting the backdoor pilot for the next spin-off series. Doesn't sound too good to me. I don't know. I'll still watch it. I'll check it out. But, I don't see them introducing a spin-off series and then ending the main series a season later. So, I don't know. We could see.
Mhm.
But,
Yeah.
what do we Gadriel. That's another big topic. How do you pronounce it? Gadriel or Gadriel?
They
Last
said
ep-
it both ways, and it's pissing me off because it's like Star Wars, where they halfway through the fucking movie started calling Han Han.
Yeah, it's last episode. It was Gadriel. Period. This episode, Dean said Gadriel, but everybody else said Gadriel.
No, because Metatron said Gadriel too, didn't he?
At one point,
Last
yeah.
episode.
And
Or at
no,
one
This
point
episode, too.
one point, it was like one of the last time he said the name in this episode. It was
Yeah.
Gadriel.
Yeah.
Gadriel.
So it's just pissing me off.
But wait. The only one that I can recall of now pronouncing it differently is Crowley.
No.
What do you mean? What did he say?
Crowley was the one that said Gadriel.
Well, the chanting Gadriel also said Gadriel when he was chanting in whatever Latin. He was saying his name and he was saying Gadriel.
He was.
So those two are the only ones that pronounce
So it doesn't make any sense.
What do you guys think is the actual pronunciation?
Who fucking cares?
I
think it's Gadriel.
I like Gadriel. It
Because-
flows off the tongue better.
To me, it's like the opposite of a Gabriel.
Yeah.
You just invert the B to a D. You have
I was gonna
Gabriel,
say it's because
Gadriel.
you reversed the B.
Yeah. So,
Gotta reverse that D.
I mean, that's probably why he went with the name Gabriel in the first place when he originally revealed his identity to Dean. Didn't he call himself Gabriel?
No, it was Samdriel.
Ezekiel.
No, Ezekiel.
Oh, it was
Ezekiel.
Ezekiel. Zeke, yeah, you're right. I was thinking it was Gabriel for some reason.
Because Gabriel is Loki.
Was the
and
trickster.
I miss him terribly.
Yeah.
I do miss him as well. He's a great character.
Yeah.
Mike's crying off camera right now.
Doing. No, I'm trying to figure out what the
He
cat's
misses,
looking
no,
at.
he misses Gabriel as well. He just had to.
I miss him. He was a
What you
great
guys couldn't see off camera was he was actually wiping his eyes. He's very. See, he's doing it again. He's very upset.
It's really touching just how much Mike actually cares.
Yes.
So, Mike, how much sympathy do you feel for Gadriel?
Not a lot. He's a dick.
He's a dick. Like,
I mean, I
sympathy
did
for
feel-
what? Sympathy for him being, jailed for so long, or sympathy because he has to listen to Metatron now?
Well,
No, I think
He-
he
he's
doesn't
been-
have to listen to Metatron.
he doesn't. He's being blamed with causing the apocalypse, causing the sin in the entire world.
Everything that's wrong in the world.
Yeah.
Because he let Lucifer in the garden, which Lucifer's got a silver tongue, so
But we don't know the whole story. Like, we haven't
Don't,
seen
right.
this. So he by letting him in the garden, he could have just left his post to go to the bathroom.
And
No,
letting
honestly,
him
I
in
think the most likely scenario is that that Lucifer, talked his way in. Like,
It's definitely
So-
possible. But I'm
Charmed
saying we don't know for sure. Like, it could have been something as mundane as he left his post for a minute.
yeah,
or-
no, it could have been.
Gadriel Angel, Lucifer Archangel. Lucifer could have smote the fuck out of him and barged his way in. He didn't need to be let in.
So he seemed like he made a mistake that caused a catalyst of events that kind of irreparable and are now haunting him forever.
Yeah.
And that
Yeah.
makes him a bad guy. Not really. Like, he may not have necessarily done anything wrong. Like, the grand scheme of things, yeah, it was an awful thing that happened, and it
Yeah.
happened because of him, but is he really, like, bad? Does that make him a bad guy?
If he's showing remorse for it, I don't see why.
Yeah,
things-
but he's
the things
now
that are-
doing all this terrible stuff. And
He's
it's-
doing the
too.
terrible stuff now, and that's what makes him a bad guy. Before, a mistake, whatever, he was actually helping Dean for a while, and he actually seemed like he cared, and he does feel remorse, but, he's doing the terrible things now.
Yeah.
But you get to the point where you get blamed for something enough. Aren't you sick of hearing it? And you're gonna want to do anything to make that stop?
Yeah. And I think he does sort of feel remorse for killing people he doesn't have to kill, but killing humans. Like, he did not like killing Kevin, although...
Yeah, he even said that was hard. He goes, how was
Oh,
killing
boo!
Bieber?
Was it really that hard?
How was killing Bieber? And he's just like, yeah, that was fine. And how was killing Kevin? He goes, harder.
Yeah.
So you could tell, like, he's having some conflict, but he believes that he's doing the right thing again, because he's joining up with Metatron, who's he's portraying himself to be the good guy. Gadriel thinks Metatron is the good guy.
Well, so did Cat.
Right.
You know where that led.
Right, but does that make Cass a bad guy?
No.
Right. So what I'm saying is Gadriel is kind of tricked by Metatron, because Metatron is portraying himself to be the good guy, restarting heaven, rebooting it, trying to do all this, and he's taking Gadriel under his
It
wing.
really doesn't seem like what he's trying to do. Because technically
no, because we're seeing
way
everything he's doing. But I'm saying what Gadriel is seeing.
Yeah. No, I know.
So Gadriel's doing all this stuff that Metatron's saying because he wants all this other stuff to go away. He wants to be, he wants to be reborn almost. Put his past behind him, and he thinks this is the only way. So in a way, yeah, I kind of feel bad for Gadriel. Wrong place, wrong time, and now he's trying to fix what he did wrong by being part of something better. That's the way I'm looking at it. Maybe I'm just alone, but I kind of feel bad for Gadriel.
And I would if he didn't kill Kevin.
You're never gonna get over that, are you? See,
Never.
You're never gonna forgive Gadriel. You're never gonna forgive Dean.
I didn't say I was never gonna forgive Dean. I just want Dean
But
to
you
feel.
just said that Dean was the entire reason it happened. He was the cause.
Yeah, I never said I wasn't gonna ever forgive him. I'm just not forgiving him now.
So
yet.
Will you ever forgive Gadriel?
I don't know.
Gadriel didn't have to do it.
No, he didn't have to.
Maybe
He
not.
didn't either.
Maybe not, but he feels like he did.
Yeah.
He feels like he didn't have another choice. But so Crowley makes a deal to help Sam and Dean out, but we'll go into that detail a little bit. But he requests to get out. That's the entire reason why this episode is named Road Trip. They go on this trip to go to one of Crowley's informants. Crowley's still in handcuffs. He goes into a room that's angel warded and all this stuff, so they can't even hear into it. Crowley goes in himself. So we see this girl, secretary, whatever she is, and she reveals that they have the demons have tuned one of their satellites. We don't know what they actually mean by that. It could be an actual satellite. It could just be a metaphor for something. But they tuned one of their satellites into angel radio. So what does this mean for the angels now?
The angels have no idea. It means good things for the demons, I guess.
Yeah. Cass doesn't even know about it.
No.
It's a good thing because it's a good thing for the demons because now they can stay one step ahead of the, hordes of, wandering, marauding angels.
Mm-hmm.
Because, the demons are, all the demons are pretty, jolly well fucked if they run into an angel, so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Not fun.
Nope.
For them.
Were you
Also,
sad when Abaddon offed this NSA secretary lady?
She was stupid.
No, she was super dumb. It's like, why do I care about you? You just told Abaddon.
You're playing both sides.
You're playing her. You don't tell one of the sides. You're playing both sides.
Crowley shook it off. He was like, oh, all right.
See, but that's
yes,
the thing.
because Crowley's a politician.
Yeah.
And Crowley would have done the same shit. But here's the thing. If
Crowley
you're
understands
playing...
it.
If you're in the middle of a war between two extremely powerful people who are going to, possibly kill you if you betray them, and you're playing both sides waiting to see who wins, you don't tell either side that you're playing both sides.
Yeah.
That is not something you do.
Well, I understand why she was naive enough to do it. It definitely wasn't the right thing to do. I'm not arguing that at all. But in her mind, she was trying to show them that she's smarter than the typical demon.
Smarter than your average bear.
But I guess revealing that plot isn't too smart.
No.
So maybe she wasn't after all.
She wasn't
Playing both sides is smart. Telling both sides?
Not
so
smart.
smart.
That's
Telling
smart.
either side.
Yeah.
If it was anybody
Well-
else but Crowley, it would have been a bad idea.
Yeah, Crowley I
Also,
can
Crowley
understand.
was still chained up.
Maybe
He couldn't do anything about
Couldn't
it.
do anything about it.
Maybe she got ballsy because of Crowley's reaction to it. Crowley was kind of
Probably.
impressed.
Yeah.
So maybe she got a little ballsy and was like, oh, maybe I'll impress Abaddon too, and that blew up in her face.
Yeah, but
In
again,
her
Crowley's
gut.
Crowley's the manipulating schemer, and Abaddon is just the ball of rage.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Even her hair is symbolism of rage.
Yeah.
Fiery red.
Yeah. Yeah. So we get to see Gadriel off another target.
Yes.
It was Alexander. Or
Biffle.
no, is it Abner?
He was
Abner.
Alexander Sarver as his human self, but Abner as his angel self.
And
Yep.
a very good
Yes.
friend of Gadriel,
The-
apparently.
Alexander's his vessel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes. So he kills him, and like, does Gadriel even know why he killed him?
Because Metatron told him to.
And that was the test, because Metatron's like basically, all right, kill this threat as the prophet. He's an innocent human, basically, but kill him anyway.
Mhm.
Then kill your most hated enemy who you want vengeance on more than anything else. And now go kill this other guy who just happens to be the vessel of your best friend.
Yeah.
So,
He doesn't just happen. That was totes on purpose.
yeah, exactly. It was totally on. I'm just saying, this is from Metatron.
Yeah.
He's like, here, go kill this guy. I'm not going to tell you it's the vessel of your best friend, but go kill him. And that's a test. It's a loyalty test.
Yeah.
If Gadriel didn't kill him, then Metatron would know.
How does Metatron even know if they're dead to begin with?
Duh.
Yeah, fuck if I know. Who knows?
Does he
He's
have another angel working for him, spying on him?
He's got lots of angels working for him, spying for him. You know, little birds in the trees.
Yeah, but do we know that for a fact? Like,
No.
we haven't seen Metatron talk to anybody except for Gadriel.
Well, doesn't mean
Gadriel's
it.
Yeah, it doesn't mean he doesn't have them.
Yeah.
Good point. Good point. That's kind of the impression we've been under, though, is that Gadriel is the only one working with Metatron. And
Yeah,
that
sort of
he's,
like-
he's
'cause
his
he wants to
right-hand
be-
man, is
Yep.
second in command, and, you know, all that stuff. So, but maybe Metatron's telling this to multiple angels.
It's possible.
Yeah.
It would make sense. Metatron.
I didn't
is-
think of that, but he would totally be
Conniving.
playing
Yeah.
them.
Metatron is playing both sides. He should
Metatron's
team up.
playing
He should
all
team up
the
with that
sides.
demon secretary.
The dead one.
Yes.
Yep.
So the secretary was having a three-way?
Oh God.
I will not.
That sounds like the start of a bad joke.
I have never had sexual relations with that woman.
Right.
And that's the punchline.
I'm Crowley, remember? So,
Yeah.
Dean is hot on the tail of Gadriel. Him and Cass, they took off in the Pitmobile. They're chasing after him. Dean goes in, confronts him. Who are you waving at?
No, that's the
Oh, and I'm
Pitmobile
It's
oh.
Pitmobile.
Oh,
on hydraulics.
yes. Yes. They bounce their way over to Gadriel's friend's house. And Dean gets destroyed. He gets leveled out. And just when you think it's over, all of a sudden Cass just comes in and decks him.
Yeah.
But it was
One
kind
punch
of
knockout.
But it was kind of an obvious thing. I mean, if Dean was going to truly go after Gadriel, he would have done it in a different way. And I think Gadriel should have realized that. He's kind of like, it's like he's standing there, you know, Dean's completely unconscious, and he's probably going through his head like, foolish human, why would you attack an angel head on? I mean, it's not like you fought us before, and you know
Foolish
that's a
mortals.
bad idea. Like, it's a totally bad idea. It's not like you've, faced hundreds of us before, even archangels and stuff like that. You know that's a bad idea. Wait a second. Fist.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. Cass just never seemed that he was physically that strong before. Like, he always used his powers for everything.
Well, a good shot to the nose. It doesn't matter if you're angel, demon, or whatever. It's gonna knock you flat on your ass.
Mm-hmm.
And he's in a human vessel, so, his human body still reacts.
Yeah, I
I
guess.
don't know. It just seemed like
It did seem a little, lackluster.
weird.
It seemed like
It was the
Cass was
calmest
taking
punch
lessons from Mike Tyson or something.
After that punch, it was just punch, and then the fist just
Floats
no
like a
emotion on
butterfly.
Cass's face.
Well, that's Muhammad Ali, but yeah.
Yeah.
Floats like a butterfly and bites off your ear.
Oh.
And bites the head off of bats.
That's us.
That's Ozzy.
I'm well aware.
There's no fighting reference to that one.
He's fighting hepatitis.
Oh, wow.
Oh, how I can make anything fit together. I was ingenious at fitting the square in the triangle peg.
I bet you were.
I'm probably the only one that successfully pulled it off.
Yep. Probably.
Totally.
So, Sam gets entered by Crowley.
Sam's already been entered.
Umi's dream come true.
Honey, we're gonna have a little talk later. Because when you mentioned the Winchester, she was bringing up their dad, who was another major crush of his, and I was about to say, great, I'm getting 2 of them in one episode.
She's reaching for more alcohol. So, well, I guess just before that, Dean reveals their go word, Poughkeepsie.
Mm-hmm.
This is not the first time we've heard this word, mind you. We've
Is
heard
it?
this. We've heard this a few times in the seasons, but we were never given any information on it.
I don't remember it.
Not this
I
season.
don't remember
It was-
hearing them say it.
Poughkeepsie was mentioned at least once. I know for a fact it was probably around season 3, season 4, somewhere around there.
I thought it was just mentioned as in the place.
It was mentioned kind of in passing. It didn't seem like a big deal. And
Yeah.
that may very well be the point of it, is it may be something that they just kind of slip into conversation to let each other know something, is up. But he
Yeah.
revealed the safe word to Crowley.
It's their safe word.
Safe word. And their
Even more,
their go
you
word,
know.
rather. It's
It
the
means
opposite
like it's
of
our
their safe
go.
word.
It's our go word. It's our get the hell out of Dodge, basically.
It's the opposite of their safe word. It's their go word. Well, safe word implies that you're stopping something, where go word is the complete opposite. So,
Poughkeepsie.
I don't know what I was implying there. Wincest. I didn't say anything. So, why do you think Dean
course not.
reluctantly revealed this information to Crowley?
Crowley was his only shot.
Mhm.
That
And he
was
knew
it.
that there was only one way he would get Sam to listen to Crowley.
It's like the only word that they share together that they know the reason for and the description and all that. Nobody else knows what this word means. Nobody has ever heard it in passing, So for Crowley to use that word on Sam, Sam's like, oh shit, where did you
Yeah.
learn that,
How do you know?
How do you know about the place Poughkeepsie?
How do you know about that?
Have you been there?
And it's like
It
he
was
tells
just-
him the whole story. And it's like
Crowley's just
What?
like Poughkeepsie. Like there's no hiding it. He's just flat out. Didn't try to work it into a sentence. It's Poughkeepsie. So of
Well, he
course Sam
could've
is gonna
done
look at
Crowley-
him.
Crowley's afraid that he was gonna get booted at any minute. So he was like, first thing I have to say is Poughkeepsie to make sure, he
Yeah.
knows
straight to
something's
business.
up.
And I
Straight to
love,
business.
I
That's a
love
Crowley
Crowley
move.
just screaming, cast him out!
Yeah.
Like, Exorcist
great.
style.
Because
And then
that
just-
actor, I just love when he screams his lines because he's
Mark
got
Sheppard.
such a
He's
booming
amazing.
voice.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
does. Oh, God.
Mark Sheppard is an awesome actor. I like him. I like him quite a bit. But did you guys think Crowley had something up his sleeve when he was gonna enter Sam? I keep phrasing it that way because
Yeah.
At this
Okay.
point,
Naomi
I think
put that image in my head before.
at this point I was trusting of Crowley. I don't think he had any ulterior motives at this point. Because he is a man of his word. As he said, he is.
Whoa! Oh my god! It's just getting.
That's what he said. That's what he said.
It is what he
Crowley
said.
said, eat me.
It's just getting better and better.
But anyway, I trusted Crowley at this point because, as he says, he keeps his bargains.
He
And
does.
he's always been like that since we were introduced to him in season 4
Hmm.
or 5. So
thought
I
it
mean,
wasn't it earlier than that? I thought it was 3. I thought it was before we had Angel involvement.
No,
No.
the first time we saw Crowley is when they went to get the Colt back from him to kill Lucifer, or attempt to kill Lucifer. And that was
wasn't
season
that before
5.
the Angels were added?
No, Angels.
Lucifer is
Angels
Went
were
into
added
season
before
3.
Lucifer got out of the cage. Angels were season 4.
I thought they were closing hell. in
Wasn't it
season
3? Isn't Cass's first episode in season 3?
No. It's first season. They're after their father. End of season 1, father dies. End of season 2, is the whole thing where they kill Yellow Eyes. End of season 3, Dean goes to hell.
That's the Apocalypse season, right?
No,
Where they're closing.
that's season 5.
Season 5.
Beginning of season 4, first episode is when Castiel's introduced because they dragged Dean out of hell and they had no fucking idea how it happened.
What season was the one with the railroad tracks making a pentagram and them closing the gates of hell?
2. It was a hell gate.
Okay.
It wasn't the gates. It was like a door to hell.
Okay.
That was season 2.
I thought that's when we met Crowley.
No, we didn't meet Crowley. Angels were season 4. Lucifer gets out at the season finale of that episode. Season 5 begins. We're introduced to Crowley when they realize, we can go after the Colt, and because it can kill anything, and use it to ice the devil.
Right.
Exactly. What Dean
I mean,
uses.
it has been 9 years since the season started at this point, and I have never gone back and rewatched the show since I first started watching.
Oh my god,
it
you're right.
9
Okay, I'm
years
wrong.
ago.
Sorry.
And they said, Crowley, he's like a collector of things like that. He's the king of the crossroads and all that kind of stuff. So he has the Colt, and they, infiltrate his lair and everything. They get jumped by demons, who Crowley then kills the 2 demons, gives the Colt, and he's like, look, I like the way things are going right now. Lucifer would throw that all into chaos. Here you go. You got 1 shot. And then Dean's like, 1 bullet? What if we miss? And Crowley goes, well, actually, I got a plan for that. How about you don't miss? And he just booms that voice out.
Yeah.
Morons!
Yeah. Cast him out. His yelling is infamous.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, it's beautiful.
But so that plan surprisingly worked. I thought something was going to go wrong with it, but
Yeah.
it worked, and it caught Metatron off guard.
There were a lot of
shows up in the end there, but it's like Sam staring. Oh bollocks.
Do you think Metatron was surprised that it worked, or do you think you kind of suspected this may be something that was going to happen at some point?
I think he was hopeful that Gadriel would kill. Who was he going to? I think he was hopeful, but at the end he wasn't surprised because as soon as he inhabits his old vessel, he's like, let me guess, Winchester trouble.
Yeah, no, he knew exactly what happened.
Completely not surprised.
Yeah. Everybody's got Winchester troubles.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So we get to see the showdown, what looked like an ultimate battle coming up between Crowley and Abaddon. Crowley said what he had to say, put some doubt in Abaddon's head.
Not Abaddon, her minions.
No, put doubt in Abaddon's head that her minions
Yeah,
aren't exactly
loyal.
following her. Yeah. They're not exactly loyal. He didn't put any doubt in their heads. He told them exactly what they knew the whole time. Like, his minions are loyal, and they're playing kind of both sides. But now Abaddon is realizing that it's not just that one demon that was playing both sides. It's kind of everybody.
It's everybody except for the crazy ones, as Crowley put it.
They're going to help.
Yeah, the Marines.
They're going to help who they need to help in order to survive. That's what they're going to do.
That's what they do.
So whoever comes out on top, that's who they're going to be loyal to. They are both. Yeah. See, they're scared of pledging to Abaddon because if she loses, then Crowley's going to rip them limb from limb.
Yeah.
So stuff.
So stuff and things.
Mm-hmm.
You guys really weren't upset that Dean left? Like, you didn't give 2 shits?
Well, I mean, we're obviously going to be following Dean. The thing that we're going to miss is Sam, because Sam's getting left behind.
Mm-hmm.
The only thing that's interesting that's going to be happening with Sam, which isn't really that interesting, is that Cass is going to be healing him over time.
Yeah.
So it's Dean that's going to get
insides
shit.
are rubber flamed and burnt.
Yeah.
And shit.
Are they burnt because Gadriel was in them?
It's a really good question. I don't know.
What else? Like, what? I don't even remember what Sam's injury was in the first place.
Me neither.
It was from, what, the trials?
It was from the trials to seal
Yeah.
the gates of hell.
So,
To try, yeah.
yeah, I mean, we saw him glowing like he was some nuclear weapon, and maybe that did burn him from
I
the
guess
inside.
so.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was supposed to kill him when he completed it, but he stopped at the last second.
Yeah, so I don't think it's anything to do with Gadriel in general, but
Yeah.
So next episode is called Firstborn.
Mm-hmm.
This probably has a lot to do with Dean. I haven't even read the synopsis yet. I'm just guessing Dean.
Yeah.
Dean was the firstborn of the two Winchesters. Winchesters. Too many images this episode are caught into my...
Wincest is Wincest.
It's all caught in my head. We have a pretty detailed summary here right now for next episode. So Tim Amundsen from Psych guest stars as Kane. Tim Amundsen in Psych plays Detective Lassiter. For those of you that may watch Psych at all, I actually just recently started watching it, so I'm at the end of season 1.
He's an amazing actor.
Mm-hmm.
Like, he plays Lassiter very straight-laced, like, that's the character. But when you see the behind the scenes, he's the goofiest one out of all of them. And they're a group of very goofy people.
Sounds
He's
like he will
perfect for
fit
a Supernatural
into
cast.
Supernatural's
Exactly,
cast
yeah.
amazingly.
Perfect.
Yeah. He guest stars as Kane. So is this Kane and Abel Kane?
Yep. This
Okay.
is Kane. This is what I wanted to talk about with the Ten Commandments.
Okay.
It's
So
very possible that the Ten Commandments are like a relic that's around like the tablets, because
ooh.
we're bringing Kane into this. So if the Ten Commandments are out there, they've got to have some power.
Oh, I like where this is going. All right, hold on. Let's get to that in a second. We'll go more into that. But it says, looking to reclaim his peace as the king of hell, Crowley asked Dean for help finding the first blade, the only blade that can kill Abaddon. So there is a weapon that can kill Abaddon. So let's just stop right there for a second. Where do you think that they've gotten this information?
Crowley got it from somewhere. I mean, he's the king of hell. He has
Yeah.
ways. He probably
Yeah.
knew this all along.
We were also, Mike was just saying how Crowley's a collector of weird things like that. So if he had the cult, knew about the cult, he probably knows about a lot of, like, really powerful weapons.
And at one point, I mean, Abaddon, the whole reason she's alive right now is because of a time jump. Or like a time slip or something like that. In between the period of time when she left the past and wound up in this future.
Yeah, 'cause she fell through the time hole.
Right, all of the Knights of Hell had been hunted down by the Archangels by then.
Right, so she was the last one.
Mm-hmm.
Right, she hadn't been defeated. They went into the past, and she jumped from the past to the present.
Mm-hmm.
Wouldn't that mean there's two versions of Abaddon running around?
No, she never went into the past. This was her actual self. She was going along, from when she was created in like 5000 BC. Going along. She gets to 1930-something.
Right.
And then
so she's
jumps
sucked out.
to...
So we're going under the assumption that I'm looking for
She's
what
a
theory...
Time Lord?
For what theory of time travel we're incorporating into this show. So...
no paradox would have been made. There are no two versions of her.
There would be if time travel didn't exist before she made the initial jump in that timeline.
If she ever... Yeah. If
Because
she ever...
it was jumped by who? Sam and Dean? Weren't they responsible for the
No.
jump?
It was
Their
their
grandfather.
Their grandfather. Okay.
He made the jump and Abaddon followed him.
So
Yes.
So there's no paradox here.
yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
I forgot that it was the grandfather. That was the mental letters. Yeah. Okay. So where do you guys think this blade may be located? Like, if you're looking at we're assuming we're under Christian lore here, correct?
Yes.
Smog has it.
Smog.
Yep.
The first blade, as in the first blade ever forged by man or anything like that?
As in the blade that killed Abel.
Yeah, exactly. It's probably... I mean, I know where it is because I've read the frickin' synopsis already, so...
Oh, it's in... Okay, so let me finish the synopsis then, if that's what they say it is.
Knowing he owes Crowley a favor, but Dean just said that they were square. So why does Dean think he owes Crowley a favor?
This is
Maybe
true.
that it might be explained more in detail with the next episode. Why Dean thinks that.
Maybe Dean feels that the little thing with Abaddon didn't make him square either. For fleeing, like he helped Dean, right? Or he helped Dean by helping Sam, whatever. And then he helped him again with Abaddon.
Yeah, told him to get the hell out of Dodge.
Yeah. So maybe he feels like what Dean did wasn't enough.
Yeah, but that point where Crowley was gonna stand up to Abaddon, he's like, "We're square. That's it. I see you again. I kill you."
Yeah, it's probably just Dean's on his own right now, and he doesn't want to be alone. That's what I'm getting out of that.
And he should get a dog.
He had one, didn't he? No, that was Sam. Sam had the dog.
Oh.
Sam had the dog.
Dean hates dogs.
No, I think he likes dogs better since
Yeah, I still don't think
he was a
likes
dog.
dogs that much.
Yeah.
Alright, so knowing I was in favor of helping Sam, also wanting Abaddon dead for himself, Dean reluctantly agrees. The two set off on a road trip. They're going on another road trip. So this episode should be called Road Trip Part 2. However, Dean and Crowley are completely unprepared when they find out who has the blade. Cain, the first son.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, Sam is back at the bunker of Castiel, who noticed there's some leftover grace inside of Sam. So is that leftover grace from Gadriel?
Probably.
Likely.
I mean, where else would he have gotten grace?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Have I been spelling Gadriel wrong?
You spelled it Gadriel.
I don't know.
It's fine.
It's okay.
Crowley? Crowley may have demon grace.
Demons don't have grace.
You're right. So, if they can extract it, they can use the grace to track Gadriel. So, it's Gadriel's grace. It's the tracking. The only problem is the procedure may do permanent damage to Sam.
Like straight jacket?
Sam wants to die anyway, so...
Permanent damage to Sam doesn't mean anything to me at this point anymore.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it probably doesn't mean anything to Sam either.
So here's my question. How the hell is Cain? Cain was the first... Cain and Abel were the first children of Adam and Eve.
Yes.
So, probably don't like Gadriel.
Not even that. They were the first children of Adam and Eve. They were human.
Yeah.
Now, I get the whole, if you're a Bible creationist person and you believe the Bible and all that stuff, that humans back then used to live a longer time because our genes were more pure. Mind you, this genetic code thing came up as a way of justifying. Anyway.
Please do not just say what you're going to say.
Okay. Anyway, and this was described to me by someone who is really a Bible scholar, practically. Humans back then used to live longer, like 1,000 years and stuff like that. So that would explain, I guess, in my mind, why Cain is possibly still alive. But if he's just an ordinary human, how is he still alive?
No,
well, he's not. It says right here, fans will meet a retired demon named Cain, who is also known as the father of murder, who used to train the Knights of Hell.
Father of murder, that makes sense. He was the first person to commit murder.
So, firstborn, not necessarily Dean. Seems like we're talking about Cain at this point, but they may twist it up and we may also be talking about Dean.
Of course they do that.
Could be talking about both is what it's probably doing.
So the big question is, what made Cain quit? And they give you the answer by saying love. But Cain may be sticking around for a bit, so we're thinking he returned to his old ways. So, where are they traveling to find Cain at this point? Is he in hell? Are they?
It says he's retired, and if he's in love with someone, they're probably on Earth somewhere.
Somewhere in America, because they have only ever once left the damn country.
To go to Scotland.
You know what would be an interesting twist? Is if Cain, as a demon, was in love with an angel.
Oh, that would be excellent. Yes. Make it so.
Well, didn't last season Castiel hunt down the Nephilim, the child? Is it the same lore as a child of an angel and a demon?
Yeah. No.
So.
Wait, yes. No, it was the angel and a human.
Oh, it's an angel and human.
Angel and human.
Mm-hmm.
I say, because if in this lore, if it was a child of an angel and demon, there you go. He's the daddy.
That would be nice, interesting twist, and that would be epic to introduce as maybe an overarching villain. It would be the child, the demon angel child, for potentially the final season.
Mm-hmm.
Where else can they go? You know, Metatron is probably still going to be the main villain. I don't think they're going to deal with Metatron this season. They might. They might.
I'm
But
sick of Metatron, so if other people feel like me, they want him dead just as much.
I feel
he's gotta die.
my personal feeling is the way this season is going to end is with the reopening of Heaven under Metatron's rules, which changes the standards of everything that everybody knows about angels, the future. He's going to set up new warriors, and this is going to be leading to the final climactic battle for season 12. I mean, for season 10. Wow, I'm jumping ahead.
Season 12.
So
Supernatural.
if they're planning on 10 to be the final arc, like, of this story, that would be the way to go. I personally think. And then maybe this demon child, whatever, they can use this angel demon child. They could use this for fuel for if they want to continue on to 11 and 12.
Yeah.
They just need to bring back Jeffrey Dean Morgan, and everything will be great.
I don't know.
Not gonna happen.
The spinoff we talked about a little bit here was they're gonna do like a version of Hunter's spinoff that the hunters are hunters
Yeah.
and monsters and different things all living together. It kind of had like a big being human vibe to me.
Cats and dogs living together, mass hysteria.
Ghostbusters. Bill Murray's
Yeah.
amazing. That's what
Yes.
they need. They need some Bill Murray on this.
They totally do.
I can only imagine they would never get any filming done with Bill Murray on set as well as what's his face, Tim Osmond and
Yeah.
Misha Collins, Jensen Ackles, and Jared
Oh my
Padalecki.
God.
Those 5 people on set together, nothing would ever get done. They'd have to cancel the show.
Yep.
They don't even have to post Supernatural. They can just post all the behind the scenes, and people will still watch that.
They'll just air behind the scenes instead of episodes at that point.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
But
That all?
well, I forget. I had a point where I was going with the spin-off series, but I don't know. I don't like the spin-off series. I like with the original intention of the first, well, not the first, I guess it would be the second spin-off series that they were talking about. The initial spin-off series was supposed to be a Ghostfacer spin-off. Kind of glad that they didn't do that.
That would be great.
It would
Why
be
don't they do
good.
that?
It would be good, and they did film a few webisodes with the Ghostfacers that was kind of like their pilots almost. And I know that there was one that aired with Castiel, which was really cool.
It's funny.
But I don't think the Ghostfacers, they seemed like really ridiculous when it came down to it. It didn't seem like watching a full show of nothing but the Ghostfacers would keep my interest long enough. Maybe like an episode or two here and there. But as a whole series, I don't think I could do it. The second spin-off idea that they were talking about was going to be the cult and take place in the Old West and stuff like that.
Yeah, that would be really cool.
And that's the one that I wish that they went to. And when they were talking about a spin-off series, I'm still kind of hoping for it, even though we haven't heard of the cult in forever. I was kind of hoping that was the way they went. Even a Men in Letters spin-off would have been incredible.
Yes.
Yeah, it would have been.
But I don't know. I'm not gonna dismiss it quite yet. I'm gonna watch it. I'm going in with extremely low expectations. So, I don't know. Cain and Abel.
Yeah.
Do you think we're gonna see Abel at any point?
Probably not.
Abel's dead.
Or
I thought
so
Cain
we
was
think.
dead too.
Cain is dead. He's a demon.
And Cain
Cain and
Wait.
Abel are siblings. Makes sense.
murdered Abel. That's like a well-known Bible story.
Yes.
So I mean,
Didn't Cain
Still.
just come back to WWE with that mask on?
Uh-huh.
Dom, where can the people find you?
They can find me at Phenomedom, PHENOMEDOM at Twitter.com.
Oh wait, so I'm doing this whole thing? Okay.
You started.
Sorry, I thought we ended the show.
Nikki, where can they find you?
They can find me on Twitter at LadyVenom24, LadyVenom24.
Chrissy.
You can find me on social media at Cliomoto, CLIOMOTO, and you can find me on YouTube at LIOSMFVIDS.
Okay, you could find me at Thilladrin on Twitter, THILLADREN. And Dom, where can the people find everything else we do?
I don't know. I was gonna ask that to you, Mike.
You want me to do it? I'll do it.
ASOTV Podcast.
They can find us on ASOTV Podcast on Twitter, Facebook, Google+, YouTube. You can Gmail us at that exact address. Just put an @gmail.com at the end of it. Tune in for more of your more podcasts on more of your favorite shows. I'm trying to do this exactly how Dom does it every week, but I'm failing because I've never actually hosted one of these things myself. So
for Game of Thrones, my friend.
Tune in, watch the stuff. I'm gonna start hosting Game of Thrones when that's a thing. And
Oh, it's not a thing.
You're not a thing.
Dom's gone. He's gone.
And I'm never coming back.
God.
Okay, shut up. Seriously.
Oh, I wanted to see how long I could hold it.
We're professionals, guys.
Totally
Totally.
professional.
Umi is being entered by Crowley as we speak.
God damn it.
That's what that noise was.